Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to round 2 with Smurfy, and we won the dice roll, which is perfect. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. And we're just going to play the Dread Wanderer turn 1, and pass the turn. Opponent's going to attune, so I'm going to assume they're on the Marvel deck. So we can play Mountain. I'd rather keep the Brawler for the Fiery Temper next turn, so we can either play Key or Bowmat Carrier this turn. I think it's fine to just play the Bowmat Carrier. In this game, the Smouldering Mash is actually going to come in untapped, which is nice. And they've got... Oh, okay, so they're green-black energy, which means the turn 3 Brawler is going to be insanely powerful in this matchup. Okay. So now we're like significantly further ahead on board, and we've managed to kill that creature, which is really nice. We get more damage, and again we can use the Bowmat Carrier to refuel later on when we do run out of cards, or even if we might even do it before, depending on what our opponent plays. Fatal Push on the Brawler, that's fine. And they just couldn't do anything else because they used their only black mana, I expect. Like double green, there's just nothing I'm scared of in this format. I think we want to play the Brawler, discard the Key, and then play the Wanderer. The Key is fine, but I think we just want to play the other two. Our other option is to play the Key and the Wanderer, and then next turn play the Brawler if we can try and get Hellbent. Maybe that's better. It's a little bit slower, but it works out better if our opponent tries to somehow grind us out, as our clock isn't actually that fast at the minute. They got an energy, so they've got 2 black sources now, and it's going to play Bristling Hydra, sure. So they do have an extra 4 energy, so they can pump this twice. So I think what we want to do is we use the Key on the Bowmat Carrier. Actually, no, we won't. Cancel that. We're just going to play the land, play the Ruler, and then we're going to attack with everything. And okay, so this card kind of looks like something where it's entered the battlefield is like kind of like a cost, where like a lot of cards will say like when enters the battlefield do something or sacrifice it, but this one isn't like that. It's literally just discard a card. If you can't, then you just keep the body, which is I don't know, it just feels weird that the card is written like that, and it's actually you don't have to if you don't have one. Yeah, we're just going to attack with everything. See what they block. They'll probably block the one of the 2 ones, just because the Bowmat Carrier is likely to get sacrificed. No, it's going to block one of those. Sure. I guess we'll just pass the turn. Like if we have to pay the red here, then we're only going to have 1 black up anyway, so it's going to play. Sure. So they're going to put a fairly quick clock on, but we're just so far ahead on board, and we're about to draw 5 cards for this turn. Okay, that was pretty bad draws, but that's fine. Obviously we're just going to take it because Brawler through twice with the Key is lethal. And we've got another Brawler as well, so we should be able to keep 2 alive. Or at least 1 alive for 2 hits. End of turn, we're actually just going to pitch a land here, because if we want it, we're probably just better off drawing a card. Okay, those were fantastic. I think that's just lethal. Yeah. So we've got the key, so this will deal 3 and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Sweet. So against green-black, we want 2 Fatal Push just to try and get rid of their snakes early game and things like that. I think we can bring in some Magma Sprays as well and cut the arms. Alms? I don't actually know what this. I don't know what alms is. Whatever. Yeah, I think we just want to cut these. Like, dealing 3, gaining 3 is okay, but I think we just want Fatal Push and Magma Spray to try and get whoever gets on board early is normally the person who wins. So yeah, and we have a lot of X1s, so we want to be able to Fatal Push and things there. I can never remember what the cards in Standard are called. Anyway, we've only got 1 land, so I think we need to mulligan this. Like, we can't even cast anything. Sure, we'll keep this. And like here, it actually does. It shows that mulligan was probably actually better off because we're closer to playing Hazoret on turn 4 with her being active. So we do want this, but we don't have any cards we want to discard yet. Maybe, I mean, we have to keep it though. I guess we don't, because if our opponent, there's just so much removal our opponent could have. I'm going to keep it on top just in case our opponent has Grasp of Darkness, because Grasp of Darkness does kill the Hazoret, so I'd rather them use it on our 2-drop than our Hazoret. And I think the Hazoret is going to be the way we win this game. We just gotta hope our opponent doesn't have the snake on turn 2, because we don't have a way to remove it, and that's really difficult to race the green-black deck if they have a snake that we can't answer. Play a tap land and just attune again. Okay, they might have just gone into like a more grindier, control-ish version of the deck, because that's a really slow start for our opponent. I think we want to actually pitch Magma Spray here. Considering they're about to get to a... Oh, sorry, this is still on the stack. Okay. Now we discard it. Alright, yeah, just like we're about to go to turn 3, so I assume they just have bigger threats where Magma Spray isn't going to be as relevant. So next time we can play Key, hopefully draw a land, and then we can play Hazoret on turn 4 attacking. And probably unblockable as well. Two green, Descent to Deliverance, sure. If that's what they're spending their time doing, that's fine with me. Play the Smouldering Marsh, and we'll get him for 2 first. Sorry, 4. The reason I want to attack with this before playing the Key is we don't need to give them the information. They might want to keep up their Grasp or their Fatal Push to see what we draw, see what we play, but I would just play the Key and pass. Yeah, I think unless they have an answer to this Hazoret, I think we've just got this game. They just can't block everything. We're going to make the Brawler unblockable, because if they want to block their... Oh crap, they can activate... Oh no, they can activate it twice, so it would still die, yeah. So if they want to block 5, they have to sacrifice the Hydra, which they can't afford to do. Alright, so they're going to go to 5. I don't know what they can do now. So they have to answer the Hazoret, and the Brawler with the keys means they only have a 2-turn clock against that as well. That's if we don't draw any land. Okay. Okay. I was going to put 2 more on here. 10. That's just not even close to being enough. Not sure what our opponent's doing here. Okay. Like, it's cute that they get energy from the cub. Sorry, from the elephant, and then it doubles, and then it doubles the counters, but it doesn't do anything here. I think our opponent's just going to make us play out. We're not going to bother drawing the card because we don't need to. Yeah, sweet. So that was a fairly straightforward game, I think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in round 3. Peace.